Moving on to classroom example 4, here we're being asked to find the slope and the y-intercept, and we are given the equation negative y equals negative 4x minus 7. This is not quite yet in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is a positive y, not negative. So I'm going to swap the signs of all of my terms. Divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Y is going to equal negative 4 divided by negative 1 is now a positive 4x. Negative 7 divided by negative 1 is now a positive 7. So now I have everything I need to graph the line, but also I know that the slope of this line is 4. That means up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1. And I know the y-intercept is on the y-axis at 7. That's the point 0, 7. Okay, so let's try to graph that. So 1, 2, 3. My first point is the y-intercept. And now we're going to go up. Oh no. Sorry, my y-intercept is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's my y-intercept. Got to get your y-intercepts right. Okay, so now my slope is up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. I can kind of test this 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1. Up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. So I've graphed the line, and my slope was 4, and my y-intercept was the point 0, 7. So now you're going to try practice 4 on your own. As we move to example 5, you can see that the information is not given in slope-intercept form. We want to know the slope and the y-intercept. But this is standard, or the general form for a line. X and y on the same side of the equal sign with a constant on the other side of the equal sign. That's the general form for a line. But we can't tell where this crosses the y-axis. We can't tell whether this has a positive or a negative slope. It's not in the right form. We need to get this to have y by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 7x from both sides. So I get negative 2y is going to equal, we're used to seeing the term with the x first, so I'm going to put it first, plus 8. And now I want y by itself, so I'm going to divide each of my terms by negative 2. So y is going to equal negative divided by negative is positive, 7 over 2x, and then 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. So even though this was the original equation of my line, when I rewrite that in slope-intercept form, I know that my slope is 7 over 2, up 7 over 2, up 7 over 2. And I know that my y-intercept is through the point 0, negative 4. 1, 2, 3. Y-intercept is the first point you plot. And now we're going to go up 7 over 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 7 over 2. We'll draw our line through those 2 points. So our whole goal when we're asked to graph lines or find the slope and the y-intercept is to get the equation in the y equals mx plus b format. That's got the information we need. So you're going to try practice 5. All right. Classroom example 6 says, find the slope of the line y equals 1. All right, so y equals a constant. This is going to be a horizontal line. So if y equals 1, we know that it's going to go through the point 0, 1. And pick any other point with 1 as the y value. Let's say also between 2, 1. Slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope for a horizontal line is going to be 1 minus 1 over 2 minus 0. And 1 minus 1, of course, is going to give us 0 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. So the slope of a horizontal line is always 0. The slope of a horizontal line is 0 because slope is how many up and how many over. A horizontal line doesn't go up or down at all. It goes up 0, it goes down 0, it does not. The change in y is 0. So that's a fact you're going to want to remember. The slope of a horizontal line is always 0. A horizontal line always has a slope of 0. So why don't you try practice 6?